To understand this, you need to study the Hebrew word called to train up. Train up. The Hebrew word is kaunak. 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 Right? To train up. Kaunak. And to train up, there are three definitions distinctively in defining what it means to train up a child. 1, inauguration. Very important. 2, dedication. 3, discipline. Inaugurate, dedicate, discipline. Inaugurate, dedicate, discipline. And these words are deliberate. Let me begin with inauguration. What do we mean by inauguration? When I finished my senior 6, when I joined university, in the Christian university that I went to, we used to have what they used to call an inauguration week. So that is a week you sit before the professors, your teachers, your tutors, and then they define a picture for you on what you should expect when you enter university. Of course, many aspects are changing. The liberties increase. Unlike the high schools many of us went to, now you have the choice of hair. You have the choice of what time you go home. You don't have curfew anymore because you're no longer living in your father's house. You're going in a hostel. You're going to dress how you want because it's not a uniform. You're going to do whatever you want, how you want it. And so you're growing into a responsible citizen. You're coming out of your teenage age, and you're now making 20. And they have to teach you how to commit in life, the ethics of living a successful life, the ethos, the pathos, and those other things. So you had what they used to call an inauguration week, where they try to take time to help you understand what you have entered, that they will prepare your brain not to mess it up. Because in that liberty, we saw kids get pregnant that first year. In that liberty, we saw kids who had never taken alcohol take it for the first time. We saw kids go to club who had never gone to club. We saw all manner of madness in that first semester. In fact, many students fail in the first semester. Why? Because they're trying to reconcile this liberty with the bondage, in quotes, they've been in high school, you see? And so it is with training up a child. One of the most primary principles is you have to inaugurate. Every child has to be inaugurated. Every child has to be introduced to the world. Every child has to get that first orientation. Why? Because what you call a birth, bringing a child in the world, is actually a child, a life coming from one world into another world. That's how God sees it. In the womb, they were in one world. Are you following? In that world, they have parts and elements and systems that make the essence of their person, but none of these things are exercised. They have eyes, but those eyes don't see. They have a nose, but they don't breathe through it. They have hands, but the hands are not moving as they should. They have legs, but those legs are not walking. They're folded. So they're in a world. And they're feeding, they're growing. They're comfortable in that world, actually. Very comfortable.